Hello, hello friends. Welcome to the next session on the greedy approach. Today we look at another technique that is knapsack problem, which can be solved using greedy approach. Now, actually, before starting with the lecture, let me give you an example to make the concept a little bit clear about what is knapsack problem. To take an example, suppose a thief goes to a store in the night to do the robbery, right? In the store, there are many items and each item has some value associated with, like some are costly items, some are medium, some are cheap items, right? And each item has a weight also associated with it. Some are heavy, some are light and all. The thief is going with a sack. He has a sack in which he is supposed to put the items what he is going to rob from the store and carry them back. So sack has some capacity, right? The sack has some capacity. He cannot carry more than the capacity of the sack. So what is expected? Like he should fill his sack with the items which are costly, right? So that he can earn more money and it should not exceed the capacity of his sack. So this is a simple knapsack problem, right? Where you want to maximize the value of the items what a sack can carry. Right? So let us look at a simple example. So here the robber can use this greedy algorithm of knapsack, greedy approach for knapsack problem so that he can carry the items which has highest or which are very costly. Okay. So let us look at it. The knapsack problem. Given a set of items, each with a weight and a value, determine a subset of items to include in a collection that is nothing but your knapsack so that the total weight is less than or equal to a given limit. Limit is nothing but the capacity of your sack and the total profit is as large as possible, right? So there is a bag called knapsack with some capacity. So you have the items and with each item there's a weight associated with it and a value. Even we can call it as a profit, right? An item has a weight and has a value associated with it, right? And you're going to pick up these items, put them into the sack so that you pick up the items whose weight should not exceed the capacity of the sack and it should give you the maximum value or the maximum profit. Fine. Now, what type of items you're going to use or we're going to put in your sack, depending on the nature of the items, we have knapsack problem categorized as fractional knapsack and knapsack, or even you can call it as 0-1 knapsack. Now, greedy algorithm cannot be applied for fractional knapsack, right? It cannot be applied for simple 0-1 knapsack, but we can apply it for fractional knapsack. So here, when you're talking about fractional knapsack, what does that mean? The items can be broken into smaller pieces, that is fractions of item can be selected. So what do we mean like this? Suppose take a simple example, you have some 10 kg potatoes, you have 5 kg onion, you have 3 kg tomatoes, right? Now if you want to put them into the sack, you can have 2.5 kg onion, right? You can have 3 kg tomatoes, you can have 4 kg potatoes, right? So it is not necessary you take the whole thing and put it, you can take part of it. Then it becomes fractional knapsack problem where the items can be taken into parts, into fractions or into pieces, right? But if you have some items like fridge, you have refrigerator, you have washing machine, you have cooler, you cannot have 1.5 cooler, you cannot have 2.5 AC, right? So that in that cases where the items cannot be divided into smaller pieces or fractions, greedy approach cannot be applied, right? You apply greedy approach only for the fractional knapsack problem. So let us directly take an example so the concept will be more clear. Right? So now what you have 7 objects, 1 to 7 given, right? And each object has profit associated with it, right? And then each object has weight also associated with it. You have 7 objects with the profit and with the weight, right? And now what you need a sack in which you will be putting the items, right? And when you're putting the items, you need to remember this, the capacity of sack, we should put the items which are less than or equal to the capacity of the sack, right? Right now in our example, the knapsack capacity is 15. Knapsack capacity is 15. Now, this 15 may be kg or the items or whatever unit you take. Right now, let us assume it is 15 kg. You can put the items worth 15 up to 15 kg into the sack. right? And each item has profit and each item has weight associated with it. Fine. Now, what we need to do, we need to maximize the profit. So what we do, we select the highest profit object. So if you look at this table now, these are the objects, these are the weights of these objects, and this is the profit. So highest profit object is 6, its profit is 18. But remember, the weight is 4. So what we need to calculate the profit of item 6 or the object 6 per kg. Let us say now this is 4 kg, right? Let us take the unit of weight as kgs, right? For object 6 gives you 18, profit as 18, for the weight 4 kg. Now if I want to calculate for the weight 1 kg, per kg how much will be the profit? So we have profit divided by weight. So you get per kg weight, and this is what we'll be using, and this for our problem, right? Now, what we need to do as we are applying a greedy approach. Remember, greedy approach we apply only for optimization problem. Now, knapsack is an optimization problem. What we are doing, we are maximizing the profit. So it's a maximization problem also, you can call it as, right? We're going to optimize the problem in such a way that you get more profit by selecting the proper items to be put into the sack. Now, so as per we are talking about a greedy approach, the very first thing what we do is we arrange them in descending order. The profit by weight, that is per kg profit, we are arranging in descending order, so that the object with the maximum profit will be the on top, and then the next, and then the next. Right? Now, so let us start with this. Now, this is our input. We have the profit per kg. So we'll start putting the items into our sack. So the very first thing what you'll select on the table is the first item, that is object 5, right? You select object 5, it has the maximum profit of 6 per kg, right? And it has weight 1. So select object 5 and we put it into the sack. Now what is the capacity of sack? Capacity of sack is, let's say, 15 kg. Now out of 15 kg, we already put 1 kg. So remaining capacity is 14 kg, right? So what we did, we selected the topmost object, that is object 5, with the maximum profit 6, right? And we put it into the sack. The capacity of sack, which was 15, is become 14 now because the weight of object 5 is 1, right? Now, the next maximum profit is 5, right? Which is associated with object 1. So now we'll select object 1 and put it into the sack. Now, already the capacity of sack is 14, right? And what is weight of object 1 is 2. So 14 minus 2. Now the capacity of sack is 12, right? Profit is 5, weight is 2. As you put it into the sack capacity was 14. Now it becomes 12, right? You put object 1 into the sack. And here we are marking, we are putting the whole object 5, we are putting the whole object 1 also into the sack. Now, next maximum profit, if you look at it, it is 4.5, which is associated with object 6, right? And what is the weight here? Weight is 14. So we put it because it is 4 and the capacity is 12. So we can push the whole object 6 into the sack. So we mark it here as 1. So now capacity was 12, right? Weight of object 6 is 4. So 12 minus 4, that is 8. Now the sack capacity is 8 after putting object 6 onto the sack. So right now, how many objects we have in our sack? We have object 5, we have object 1, and we have object 6. There are 3 objects in our sack. And we have taken them as a whole. There are no fractions taken. We have taken them as a whole. Next. Now here you have 2 items with the maximum capacity, that is 3 and 3. Both having the same capacity. The object 3 and object 7 has same profit of 3 per kg, right? Now which one to select? So we look at the weight. Now if you look at the weight of object 3 is 5 and object 7 is 1. So we take the object whose weight is more. So now we select object 3 and we put it into the sack. So what was the capacity of sack? Was 8, right? The weight of object 3 is 5. So 8 minus 3, now the capacity of sack is 3, right? So what we did, we pushed object 3 onto the sack and we selected it as a whole. The whole 5 weight is considered here, is put into the sack. Next, now we'll put 7 because that was remaining, right? And its weight is 1. Capacity was 3 minus 1, now it is 2. The sack has now the storage of only 2 kgs. We have already put 1 kg now of object 7. Fine. So how many objects are there now in our sack? We have object 5, 1, 6, 3, and 7. Fine. Now next maximum is the profit 1.3, which is associated with object 2, right? But what is the weight here? Weight here is 3. But how much is the capacity? Capacity is 2. So we cannot put the whole object 2 into the sack. So what we'll do, we'll take part of it. So we'll out of 3, we'll take only 2. Right? Out of 3 kg, we'll take only 2 kg. Right? So what we are doing, we are not taking the whole thing, we are taking 2/3 of it. We are taking 2/3 of object 2 to be put into the sack. Now the sack is full. The capacity remaining is 0. Because if you add them up, it becomes 50. Fine. If you add all the weights, it becomes 50. So object is full now after inserting the object 2. And that too, we are not object inserting it fully, we are inserting partially. That is fraction of object 2. Instead of 3 kg, we are just putting 2 kg out of 3 kg. Fine. Now the sack is full. Object 4, we cannot include it in our sack, so we just make it as 0. So what our sack contains, these are the objects what our sack contains, and it does not contain object 4. Fine. Now, after the sack is full, let us see how much profit we could make. So to calculate the profit, what we have summation of this knapsack and the profit, right? So 1 into 6 plus 1 into 10 plus 1 into 18 plus 1 into 15 plus 1 into 3 plus 2/3 into 5 and 0 into 7. So when you sum up them, you get 54.6. That is, you can say 54.6 is the profit what you could gain by adding 15 kg of objects into the sack. And this is a maximization problem. That is why I've said maximization of profit. So what we did here, we had the objects, we had the weights associated with the objects, we had the profit associated with the object, and we had a bag in which we are supposed to put the items or the objects into it so that it won't exceed the capacity of the bag, but it will give you the maximum profit. So the problem was selection of the objects which could give the maximum profit and without exceeding the bag capacity. Fine. That is all about knapsack problem. Now this is a simple example what I want you to try. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Again, I repeat, any doubts, you can put it in a comment or message me. Thank you.